Hi, Angel here. Thanks for stopping by. I am on the road again. I'm driving home from Colorado, and I'm somewhere between Colorado Springs and Pueblo. It's kind of a nice flat area with, well, a lot of times it's snowy this time of year, but now it's kind of just dry and gold. Some dead trees and some wintering trees. I don't know if you can tell the difference. I kind of can usually, but not always, of course. Anyway, not all these trees are as dead as they look. Some of them are, though. And I want to talk about complaining, because I've had several little talks where I've mentioned that reducing complaining or not complaining leads to a better life. And it occurred to me that might be sounding like I think that I never complain, and I just wanted to clarify that I have not mastered that. I have improved, and with improvement in my, with lessening of my complaining, I see improvement in my life, and so that's what I'm trying to get at. But I still complain plenty, and I say plenty because it's kind of in our culture, isn't it? I definitely have a habit of complaining, as many of us do, and so this is why, I've decided that I want to improve my life, and that one of the ways is to complain less, or catch myself when I'm complaining and flip it around when I can, or just recognize it. It's okay. There's another thing I wanted to talk about, which is I talk about positivity a lot, and that's largely because there's already a lot of talk about negativity. But I don't mean to imply that it's not okay to have all your gamut of emotions, or that you should stuff down your anger or your sad feelings or your, even your shame. I think those are not feelings you should ruminate on or cultivate. But I do think if they come up, they're awesome tools to learn something about yourself. And if you can have the strength to face your feelings instead of numbing yourself, as I and many of us do often, when faced with our feelings, both with drugs and entertainment and food and other people, whatever it is, if you feel a feeling that's kind of unpleasant or negative bubbling up, it's a great opportunity really to turn around and face that feeling, or sit with that feeling, or accept that feeling in a loving way. Accept that you're having that feeling and that it's valid. There's a reason for all your feelings. It's okay to have all the feelings. The key is how do you respond to having those feelings? Do you respond by trying to numb yourself with aforementioned methods, or even less healthy ways, or do you use that as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn something about yourself and try to improve your life? So there's often a really valid reason that you're being triggered or feeling a certain way, if it's a negative way or a positive way, of course. But I just want to speak to the fact that I may have inadvertently implied that I don't think it's okay to have negative feelings, and that's not it at all. I just think that many of us do ruminate on negative feelings, and that can be a psychological little loop that leads downwards, this downward spiraling loop. And I personally have lived a lot of my life under the umbrella of that limitation. So that's something I'm working on. But in working on it, I recognize that a big part of that is learning to love myself through all my feelings, and learning to respond to those feelings in a more mature, more rational, more calm way. So just because I feel angry, or just because I feel sad, or just because I feel ashamed, doesn't mean that I need to act out in some, juvenile way. And it doesn't mean that it's not okay that I acted out that way when I was a juvenile. But it's that, now I'm getting older and I can improve as I'm able to recognize my different reactions, my different emotions. Then it becomes easier to figure out how to deal with them in a healthy way. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I hope you are feeling great emotions and challenging emotions, and learning to deal with all those emotions in healthy ways, because actually we deal with our happy emotions sometimes in unhealthy ways too. That's a topic for another day. But till next time, I wish you peace, prosperity, possibilities, potential, and positivity. Thanks for stopping by. Ciao.